Good morning. Hope you're well. I have my young assistant student joining me here today. We're going to get going in 2 or 3 minutes. So grab a mat, grab some water, and then perhaps stretch out on the mat or just warm up a little bit, and we'll get going in a couple of minutes. You can come and join us, please. You can read it out the window. You want to come into that? You sit down. Sit down. You sit down and do a bit of yoga. You could shout out to down dog. What's the time? 2 more minutes. So I hope you're well rested. Wherever you are today, do try and get a moment of sunshine if you can outside. Like a beautiful day. So just either stretch yourself out or just bring some movement to your arms, to your legs. We're going to start the class standing up today in a minute or so. Always a bit of down dog. And a quick lift from Echo. Help get you warmed up. So, what we'll do, don't worry if you're just still getting ready, it's just a couple of breathing exercises we'll do. So, join in if you're at the mat, or if you're still getting your water, then we don't sort of start for real for about a minute. But staying at the top of your mat, Tadasana, mountain pose, nice strong, firm pose, pushing your feet out slightly so you're just aware of the outer blade of your feet. And then we're just going to simply stand up nice and tall, head up, shoulders back, and then inhale, face the palms up, bring the hands together, lift the hands up, and then exhale, nice, deep, steady exhale. Try and imagine pushing the extra oxygen air out to the lungs. So as you inhale, it's all fresh, new oxygen, and then again, exhale. Just getting this rhythm and this flow of a longer, deeper inhale, and then an exhale. And if you can bring your focus to the actual process of breathing, help still the mind, as well as bring in that prana, that life force that will help you exercise and be energized throughout the day. Just do 2 more of those. Inhale. And then exhale. Lovely. All right, just as we start to get warmed up, first thing nice and easy is just 3 arm raises, almost using the arms as bellows. So nice big inhale. Reach the hands all the way up, really reach up, try to reach up to the ceiling, and then exhale, arms out and down by your side. 1, and then inhale again. Really reach up, and then exhale, arms down by your side. Once again, inhale, all the way up, exhale, hands down by your side. This time, just add in the tiptoes. So as you go up, just balance and come onto your tiptoes. Inhale, come right up onto your tiptoes and then really reach up to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands down by your side. Once again, inhale. And then exhale, try and do all this flowing with the breath. So steady exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Lovely, and then we're just going to bring the thighs and the knees in as we get warmed up. So same thing, come up onto the toes, and then as you come down, hands out in front of you, and bend the knees. Inhale, hands come all the way up. As you exhale, bring hands out in front of you till our arms reach the horizontal, and then come down, bend the knees, keep on those toes, and try and get your hips down towards the heels. Don't worry if you only go halfway, that's absolutely fine. Then inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring the arms out to the side and down. Lovely. So remember, just go halfway, a little way down if you want. Don't go any deeper than feels good for you today. Inhale, hands come all the way up. When you're up on tiptoes, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands out in front of you. Face the palms down to the floor. Push those knees away. Don't let the knees come apart. Don't try and keep the knees together. Only go as far as feels right for you. Inhale here. Exhale. Arms out and down by your side. Last one of these. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Up on the tiptoes, hands out in front, and then start to bend those knees, low as you like, but keep those heels up nice and high. Don't worry about any creaks and cracks. Inhale, and then nice and slow, steady, and coming up. Arms down by side. Great stuff. Shake it out. All right, just using it as a warm up. Surya Namaskar 8. So don't overdo it. It's nice and steady. So. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, hands flatten. Inhale out. Exhale, step, jump back into plank, and then either drop down and then just slight back bend or up dog. And then pushing back. So you can follow Faye's version. Where as you push back, don't overdo it here. So don't overstretch the Achilles tendon. You're just warming up, pedal left and right. With the feet. 5 nice deep inhales and exhales. Nice. As you get to the 5th exhale, looking forward between the hands and step, jump the feet forward between the hands, bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, arms down by side, straight to the second one. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, hands flat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step, we'll jump back into plank, drop down, hover, step it angle, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So spread fingers nice and wide, keep breathing, try and get a nice solid stance. This is an inversion, so the head's below the hips. Just getting gravity to work the opposite way on your heart, your head. Helping get blood flow around the body. All right. 5th exhale. Looking forward between the hands. And then step, jump, feet forward between the hands. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hands down by side. 3rd and final one. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or just back. Inhale here. Exhale, down. Inhale, head up, down. And then exhale, push back. So you're slightly warmed up. Those heels could go a little bit further down, but still take it easy. We're still just warming up. The main thing here is a nice deep inflow and outflow of breath. Lovely. All right, looking forward between the hands. On that 5th exhale, you're going to step and jump the feet forward. Between the hands, bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Then what I want you to do here is just hang for a moment, grab a hold of the opposite elbow. And then Maybe your head comes up just a fraction. What I want you to think about is using the breath to deepen the stretch here. So as you inhale, hold the torso steady. As you exhale, bring the weight slightly further forward towards those toes and allow the torso to sink a little bit lower as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Just be aware of that stretch, the back of the legs. As you do each inhale and exhale. So as you allow the body to relax, you allow it to go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Just gravity doing its work. Don't force it down. Wait, one more. Exhale, drop those hands back down to the floor, bend the knees slightly, and we're going to inhale slowly. Come all the way up. Smashing. We're going to go into a variation on Surya Namaskar B. So we're going to add in a warrior 2 into the flow. So standing in mountain pose, Tadasana, at the top of the mat. Inhale, hands come all the way up. And bring those arms nice and straight down by your body and drop hands down to the fingertips, touch the floor. Bring the hands out in front and fingertips up to the ceiling. Bring those elbows in a bit if you can and look up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, hands down, hips come up, step or jump out into plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga. Keep those elbows in nice and tight, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. On that 3rd exhale, we take the left foot out 45 degrees, right foot comes forward, sink nice and low, get that right thigh parallel with the mat. We reach up to the sky, warrior 1, straight to warrior 2, right hand out in front, left hand behind, sink nice and low, think of that thigh again, get maximum benefit from this. Drop the right hand to the floor, cartwheel left to joint, back into plank. Once again, drop down, hover, chaturanga. Inhale, head up, shoulders back. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Try and push back, get those hips up nice and high. 3rd exhale, right foot out 45 degrees, the left foot comes forward this time, sink nice and low, left thigh parallel with the mat, reach up to the sky, warrior 1 nice and strong, and then we flow into warrior 2, left hand out in front, right hand behind, drop the left hand to the floor, cartwheel right to joint, plank once again, drop down, hover, keep those elbows in nice and tight, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale, exhale, push back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. On the 3rd exhale, looking forward between the hands, step, jump the feet forward between the hands, bend the knees, hands flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. So remember now, point the fingers, point the hand, sit down in that imaginary chair, take your time sitting down in that imaginary chair, bring your hands out and up in front of you, pull those elbows in together, point the fingers at the ceiling, look up at the ceiling, inhale. Nice and slow and steady as you exhale, stand up. Lovely. 1 more of those. So, standing at the top of the mat, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, bring those arms nice and straight, point your fingers down by your side, sit down in the imaginary chair, hands come out, up, point up the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, drop those hands down, step, jump back into plank, drop down, hover chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. On that 3rd exhale, left foot comes out 45 degrees, right foot forward, between the hands, nice and low, warrior 1, reach up nice and high, inhale, exhale, right hand out front, left hand behind, drop the right hand to the floor, cartwheel left to joint, bring a plank, drop down, hold the chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back, inhale, exhale, push back, down facing dog, 3 breaths. On the 3rd exhale, right foot goes out 45 degrees, the left foot comes forward, sit nice and low, reach up with the hands, warrior 1, and then left hand out in front, right hand behind you, warrior 2. Left hand to the floor, cartwheel right to join, plank, drop down, Hold the chaturanga. Push forward, head up, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Push back. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. On the third exhale, looking forward between the hands. Step or jump the feet forward between the hands. Bend the knees. Hands are flat on the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. So, point the hands, point the fingers, sit down in that imaginary chair. Take your time on this one. Bring those hands out in front of you. Point the fingers up at the ceiling, elbows in together a bit. Look up. Inhale. And then nice and slow and steady. Bring yourself up. Bring your hands out the side. Great. Should be a little bit warmed up now. Have a little sip of water if you like. And we'll move on to Asana. Wide leg forward bend. So just bring yourself nice and wide. Depending on how warmed up you are and how flexible you're feeling this morning, don't overdo this. Key things: nice straight legs, nice straight back, and at the back of the neck is the straight line in line with your back. Just want you to hinge forward, to take the torso forward, just staring at a spot on the floor, maybe half a metre in front of you. And keep breathing as we're doing that. And when you get to that nice right angle position, maybe reach your hands out in front of you. And that's great. So that's already a really nice stretch. So if that's far enough for you today, then that's great. Just be aware of the stretch you're getting now. If you're feeling you're not getting at that stretch, then I want you to go deeper to get the stretch by walking the hands back to that midline and dropping the head down towards the floor. But only go as far as you need to get that stretch. It doesn't really matter how far down you go. It's about feeling that bit of a stretch. Keep breathing while you do it, and don't go any deeper than feels like a nice deep stretch. And then keep breathing where you're down to whatever that position is. To come out of that, I want you to bring your weight back in the hands and then move the feet in slightly. Just bring those feet in towards you. And then when you get a little further in, we're going to bring the hands to the knees. And then as you drive the knees forward, the hips come forward slightly, and just watch the head brush. Bring yourself slowly back up. Lovely. Great stuff. We're just going to have a little go at a leg extension. So we're going to put the weight on the left leg. So we'll do tree initially, and then we're going to do the leg extension. So first things first, weight on the left leg, and you're going to put the sole of your right foot either on your calf or, if it's comfortable, on the right thigh. And you're going to take that knee out to the side. Then you're going to press the palms together firmly in front of you. Try to stand up nice and tall, nice and straight. Like a tree, just gently swaying in the wind. Don't worry if you tip over and you need to bring your foot up again. It's just about trying to bring stability on that center line that'll pull that Uddiyana Bandha, the muscle from hip to hip, nice and tight. Help lock that standing leg is nice and strong. And keep breathing. Lovely. To release that now, just lift that right leg up. So you take the weight off that standing leg and then drop that down. Shake that out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So standing leg, right leg, lift the left leg up. Either place the sole of the foot on the calf or the thigh, not on the knee. Whatever you do, not on the knee joint. Don't want to damage the knee joint. So keep breathing. Try and stare at a point ahead of you, a fixed point, and then soften your gaze. Drishti stare, they call it in yoga. As you stare at that point, keep breathing. Pull the stomach, that bandha muscle across the stomach in. Lock that standing leg. Keep breathing. Lovely. Just a moment or two of stillness. And then we're going to release that down. Lift up that left leg, take it away, and shake it out. Great stuff. The next bit on this, so you've got options here. So you're going to grab the knee and take it out to the side, or you're going to kind of do a pistol grip, take a hold of the toe, see if you can reach that out, take it to the side and back to the middle. So whatever's right for you, either grabbing the knee or taking a hold of that big toe. See, you might want to put your left hand on your hip. See if you can get that right leg out in front of you and then bring it out to the side. So again, steering up, trying to keep the body, the torso facing forward, and you're trying to bring that leg out to the side as much as you can. And then we're going to bring it back to the middle line. Then keep the leg where it is, and we're going to let go I'm going to try and lift it up a little bit before you drop it down. Give it a little kick up and then down. It's not a competition how long you keep it up. Left leg up now, so your standing leg's on the right leg. So left knee, either grab hold of that left knee or grabbing hold of that big left toe. Push out with that left leg and then take that leg round to the side. Try not to knock into anything as you do that. So try and keep the torso nice and straight, nice and upright. Keep breathing while you do this. And that right leg's nice and straight and strong. Don't worry if you have a little wobble. Then bring it back to the front. And at the front, we're trying to let go, hold it steady for a moment, then give it a little kick up, and then let it go. Fantastic. So now we're going to take a Surya Namaskar to get us down to the mat. Do a few exercises down on the mat. So standing at the top of your mat, mountain pose. Inhale, hands come all up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, hands go flat on the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step, jump back to plank, drop down, hover, chaturanga, push forward, head up, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, push back, down, facing dog. So here, what I want you to do is think of a fairly narrow grip. We're going to dolphin. I want the elbows fairly, tight together, tight V. You're not using the full width of the mat. And your hips are up as high as you can. So get your hips high as you can, come out your tiptoes. And then you've got variations here. You're either just going to touch your chin to your forehead, or if you want more of a workout and you're feeling flexible, you're going to drop the forehead to the floor and the chin to the floor. All right, 10 of these. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. All right, drop to your knees just for a second. So you're on all fours. So from here, we're going to go to plank, and then from plank, we're going to climb the ladder. So get yourself in a nice strong plank position. So remember, we're going to hold this for about 20 seconds. Remember that a nice strong plank is a straight line from your heels through your hips to the shoulders. You're not sagging in the middle and you're not up too high. So the first thing we're going to do is 20 where you just pull the knee in to between your elbows. So 1, do it nice and slow the first 4, 2, trying to get that knee all the way between that line, 3 and 4, all right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great. Rest it down for a second. But what we're actually going to do is use this rest, because only half hour. I'm going to stretch out. So you're in cat pose, you're on all fours. Then I want you to take your left hand out and your right leg up behind you, and then lift up by 25 degrees. Both lift up, pulse up, 3, 2, 1, and down. So right arm out horizontal, left leg out horizontal, and now take them up 30 degrees. 3, 2, 1, and down. So really arch up, really feel the back working as you lift up, feel the back working, down. Nice. Right left arm, left leg, up, down. Left arm, we go 5, up and down. 6, 7, 8, left arm 9, right arm 10. Great. We're going straight into side plank. You've got options here. You're either on an elbow or you're fully up. On your left hand, nice straight body. Right hand is up in the air. So take your time with these. And we're going to inhale on the up and then exhale as you come down to that central up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Just crossing over to face the other way. Left hand up in the air. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great stuff. Now drop down if you need to into child's pose. If otherwise, we're going straight into our next exercise. So from plank, you're back in plank again. We'll do the first 4 slowly. Right foot comes out, back to the mat, then bring it to the outside of your hand, and then I want you to sink the hips down as we look forward and up. And then take an inhale, exhale. We won't do that as we get faster, but take the left foot out to the side, back to the mat, and then bring it all the way up by that left hand. Sink the hips down and look up. That's 2, 3. Right foot out, forward, look forward, sink the hips down. 3, left foot out, forward, sink down. Lovely. All right, here we go, the other 16. So we get one time. 5, out to side, forward, sink down, look forward. 6, right foot out, forward, sink down. Try and get that foot, when it comes forward, all the way up, level with your hand. Right foot out to the side, forward, sink down. Out, forward, sink down. Great. Really getting all over body workout with this move, as well as a stretch. And that's about 10. That's 12. Keep it going, you're doing great. 13, 14. Try and keep that nice plank position as you do these exercises. There's 4 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So from you're just on all 4s now on your knees. We're just going to kind of stretch and relax and breathe, but we're going to do that in pigeon. So bring that right knee up behind your right wrist. Bring that right foot across, and then you've got your left foot tucked in behind you. And maybe use that left foot to pull you back a bit. Let's see if you can try and get the shoulders kind of up towards the line of your hips. Keep breathing. So use this as a moment to regain your breath. Then as we stretch and soften and relax into this pose, feel that right hip sink a little bit lower. And then if it's comfortable, there's no pain in the knee or the hip, then you can start to hinge forward into the Sphinx-like position, or if it's comfortable, you can allow yourself to sink all the way down to the mat. Remember, it's not about tipping the head forward, it's about the whole back coming down in one. It's a nice straight line, because we're looking for that hinge at the hips. Lovely. Use your hands to take the weight off the knees as you bring that right foot back across, right knee back. Same thing on the other side, left knee forward, left foot across, and use that right foot to bring the hips back and then bring the shoulders back. Try and get your torso as upright as possible. 3 breaths here. And then again, if there's no pain in the knee or the joint or the hip joint, then you can allow the torso to fold forward towards the mat. Lovely stuff. Okay, we're going to cut a quick little back bend. So just straighten, take the feet out before you're on your stomach now. We're just going to do a couple of cobras and locust. So tuck the elbows in nice and tight, fingertips are parallel with the top of the mat. Then what I want you to do, press gently in the hands, keep those elbows in, tuck nice and tight, keep the toes on the mat, arch the back, bring the head and shoulders up, and then take the hands off the mat, but keep that arch in the back. 3, 2, 1, and down. Tuck those elbows in nice and tight, press into the hands, arch the back, really work those muscles in the lower back, and take the hands off the mat. 3, 2, 1, down. Last one of these. Press into the hands, gently arch that back, really arch it, take the hand off the mat now. Away on your belly button and down. Great, locust. Arms are down the line of your body, palms facing up, sole of the feet up. So point the fingers, point the toes and lift up, lift up. Try and get your hands up nice and high so you can touch them together behind your back. point those toes like you're flying. Breathe and then rest it down. Second one of these, point the fingers, point the toes, and lift up. Lift up, point fingers, point toes, touch those hands together behind the back. 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent. Last one of these, point the fingers, point the toes, and lift up nice and high. Touch the hands together. Get those feet a little bit higher, soles of feet back to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and down. Great stuff. We're just going to swivel round now onto your sitting. I'm going to do a little twist here. So feet out in front of you, pull the toes towards you, sit up nice and straight, a nice straight back, nice right angle, torso to legs, and then bring that right knee in and put the right foot over the left. We're going to inhale, right hand up in the air, take it in nice and tight behind the body, inhale the left hand up in the air, and then see if you can either hug that left knee, right knee, sorry, or you put your left elbow past the right knee, and then while you keep the hips facing forward, I want you to rotate to look behind you over your right shoulder. Keep breathing as you do that. If anything, you're on the inhale holding, and as you exhale, twist a little bit more. Feel that squeeze the stomach area. Allow the stomach to go soft. Keep the legs where they are. Bring the hands all the way over to the other side. Look over your left shoulder, and great stuff. Release that. We'll bring the legs both out in front of you. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Left foot up, over. Inhale, left hand comes up in the air. Tuck it nice and tight behind you. Inhale, right hand comes up in the air. Tuck that right elbow, take that right elbow past the left knee and look over your left shoulder behind you. Keep breathing as you do so. Try and sit up nice and straight, nice and tall. Great, leave the legs where they are, bring the hands all the way over to the other side, and then look over your right shoulder. Excellent. One quick stomach exercise, and then we're nearly there, nearly finished. So now, coming down onto your back, and bring your feet up in the air. Your palms are flat on the mat. You want nice straight legs, so don't bend the legs. Nice straight legs. And all I simply want you to do here is imagine you've got a tray with a glass of water on top, and you're just trying to lift it up. So as opposed to swinging your legs towards your head, you're just lifting the heels up. So take that tray up 10 times. That's 2, 3, lift them up. Press into your hand, lift up. You're just curling that base of the spine off the mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Bring the feet back down onto the mat. And now roll your hands and arms away from you. Bring your palms face up. Take your feet hip width apart. Use the full length of the mat. Make yourself comfortable on the mat. Pull your toes in towards you. Push the heels a little bit away so you feel the calf muscles sinking, resting on the mat. Just shuffle your shoulders a little bit. Maybe tuck your chin in. Take your head a little bit further back. Just try and ground yourself as much as possible on the mat. And then bring your focus back to your breath. You've done really well. Now you just want to breathe in and out nice and deeply as you let the whole body relax. Switch off the muscles in the legs and the feet. As you inhale, feel the stomach and the chest rise, drawing in new energy. And as you exhale, just releasing, letting go, resting on the air. Just take a few moments lying here, listening to your breath. Ready? Bring a little movement. The hands to the feet. And then I want you to bring your feet in towards the body, your knees up, roll over to your right hand side, bringing your left hand across the body. Just very carefully, gently bring yourself up to a seated cross-legged position on top of the mat. Bring the palms together, front of your chest, sit up nice and tall, nice and straight. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
Well done. Cool. Well done for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And we'll be doing something again tomorrow. So have a great day. And hopefully you can join Faye tomorrow.